Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our first Networking at Noon. We're going to try to do this every Monday at 12 o'clock while we're all working from home and working remotely and things of that nature, and maybe again on the Wednesday when we should all be together for lunch. So I am going to go one at a time and ask everybody to just introduce themselves, give us your 1-minute commercial, and then we'll go around and talk power partners and so forth. Adriana's going to record some of this for us and type it up and get some information out to everybody. So we'll go back to Mike because we couldn't hear Mike Pucciarelli. So we're going to start again. So Mike?
Sure. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Great. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe. I am a partner at HBK Financial Services. We are 600 people in four states with 18 offices, and we provide accounting, tax, consulting, financial advisory services to our clients are around in those four states. We are a regional firm. We are in the top 50 accounting firms in the country. And as I said, we are traditional accountants issuing financial statements and tax returns, but really see ourselves as trusted advisors. The last week, we have been working remotely since last Monday, and we are servicing our clients. We are filing returns for clients for refunds because we want to make sure they're getting those refunds from the IRS in the various states so that there's money, they have those dollars and not the government. The federal government has asked all taxpayers, if you're getting a refund, to do so, so that they'd rather have the money in your bank account rather than in the federal government's bank account. So we're assisting our clients with, I was just on the phone with a client, helping them with getting a forbearance on one of their loans with their bank, and also helping clients with applying for federal disaster loans. The Federal Reserve, federal government just came out. They're looking at providing some sort of loan/grant to all small businesses, 500 or fewer employees. So keep your eye out for that, for those type of programs coming from the federal government. But that's what we're doing. All 600 of us are speaking to our clients on a daily basis and helping them get through this crisis. We're here for them, and that's what we'll be doing. Thank you, Kristen.
Thanks, Mike. And Mike, you guys are going to see later this afternoon, Mike's going to be on a webinar with us with the State Chamber and some other folks on Wednesday, talking about what we can do, what you need to know about all of these things. So
that is Wednesday, right, Christy?
That is Wednesday, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to send out a link to everybody in a couple minutes. So let's go. I think this might be the order in which people came in. I'm not sure. So Rachael Brekke from McDowell Law. Rachel?
Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Rachael Brekke. I'm an attorney at McDowell Law in Maple Shade, and we practice primarily litigation. So I'm actually the litigation attorney. I'll do contract litigations, breach of contract, consumer fraud. We've been doing more collections recently, and I think that's something to keep in mind. If you have a few accounts that are overdue and you want to start that process so that we can collect it sooner than later, we have been getting calls from clients in the past few days about that. We also do estate planning, and we do real estate transactions. I touch those files too, but one of the areas of law that we do a lot of, and I don't personally practice, but I wanted to mention that 6 attorneys in my firm focus on that, is 3 different chapters of bankruptcy, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and Chapter 11 for businesses. As we get through this period, I think that's something to keep in mind, just to have a conversation about it. It makes sense for a lot of people, and most of those people are scared to learn. So something to keep in mind. Our firm, I would say, specializes in it. It's just ironic because I do everything else for our clients when they need contracts to be litigated. I think that's it for me. One of the new parts of this world is virtual conferencing, and we've been doing a good job having one-on-one conferences with clients. The courts are now operating virtually using Zoom to have hearings in front of judges. They're limiting the hearings to only essential. So something that can wait will wait at this point. But like I said, if you want to get the process started, that's what all of our attorneys are doing, working from home right now. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Rachel. Let's go up to John Vanderslice.
Wow. Okay. Good morning. So I'm John Vanderslice. I own Strategic Solutions Group, which is under the Sandler global umbrella. So many of you know me, but for those of you who don't, we focus and do a lot of work with organizations on everything from their customer service training up through senior leadership. Our focus is around really helping companies grow regardless of their size, from small entrepreneurial firms to some very, very large international companies. Our focus now is really a giving mentality, which I'm sure is the same for most of you. We're trying to do whatever we can to help not only our clients, but really any business or organization right now to thrive, to survive as this thing goes away. We know by history, we will get through this. It's just a matter of when. And if history tells us any important lesson, is that those companies that prepare and do everything they can now for the future, kind of after the downturn, come out of this sort of thing at a much steeper incline than those that don't. So we're focusing a lot on support to those businesses. We've opened up our training virtually to clients and non-clients. We'll be putting out a lot of information and webinars on how to work on your strategy and your tactics, whether you're an individual or a large organization. Okay, Kirsty, did I miss anything?
Right. Yep. Nope. Thank you.
Good.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get, there's a couple people that didn't find the link. I'm trying to get them on.
No
So
worries.
Betty Maul, let's go to you next.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, I own Front End Graphics in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I am not putting my face up here because I'm working without makeup. So vanity thing. Anyway, we are a print operation. We have high-speed digital presses. We have a lot of capability to do very complex variable data jobs so you can customize your content and get it out effectively. Been around 30 years. Right now, my husband and I are running everything ourselves. We let all of our people go, unfortunately, but we have print orders coming in via a portal. We also have many customers that do financial printing. We are deemed an essential service for communication, so we are here, we are running. I'm trying to think. We do 4-color, we do black and white. I just had a call from a small law firm this morning. They were in a jam. They need their case files copied. And I told them, sure, just upload the PDFs. We're going to print them out here, and then we will take care of that customer. So we have a lot of customers in Pennsylvania that are panicky because they can't get their work out. So custom targeted messaging, very complex data management. That is what we do. We've been doing it for a very long time. And if anybody needs anything at all, and we can help you, we are certainly here to do that. Bob and I know many of you personally, and I know these are difficult times. So we're here, we're running, we can print anything you need. And if you need any design work, we do that too. A lot of our customers have their own designers. We handle it from the design end. And our verticals, I guess, are insurance, corporate communications with a lot of colleges and universities, Aramark Foods. We have a large national client base, as well as many, many small business clients in the area. So just give us a shout if you need anything at all. We can help in any way, even in consultative services. Give us a yell. I've been doing this a long time. I'm happy to help anyone.
Great. Thanks, Betty. Mike Richakowski. Our members are going to be seeing a lot of you.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks, Christy. As you can tell, I am actually in my office on the Executive Order 107 exemption found in chapters 10 and 11. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about that at some time in the future. I am the co-chair of the Employment and Labor Practice Group here at Schneider, Harrison, Siegel, and Lewis. We have approximately 160 attorneys, both nationally and internationally. I and my labor and employment practices group, we handle a wide range of employment-related matters, labor, union, harassment, discrimination, and of course, for the last couple of weeks, it's all been COVID-19 related. My office is located here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We also have offices in San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Manhattan, Delaware, and some other places, Jakarta, and some other places that don't come to mind right now. But right now we are focusing on our COVID-19 resources, providing both clients and the public at large with free resources on our webpage, some analysis, a lot of quick links because the legal landscape is changing from minute to minute. And what you write 3 hours ago could be no longer relevant. That's how fast things are changing. So we are here for all legal needs. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Lynn Frazier.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn Frazier. I'm with Emerson Group. And just want to let you know, we have weathered a lot of things that we've been around for 50 years. So some of you may know Bill Emerson. We're right in Morristown. And family-owned business. We're boutique staffing and consulting. We are actually still recruiting, obviously virtually. We are working with some of our clients who do need candidates. We've been placing people. If you know anyone or you need anything, we are also here for consulting, anything. We want to help, and that's our motto is to help others become more successful. So whatever we can do, we do HR, sales, marketing, accounting, admin. We work in the manufacturing space too. We work with all industries, but manufacturing, obviously wherever companies are in need right now. So we're, we do the higher level type placement, but we do temporary, temp to hire, direct hire. And so if you know or need any, anything or just help with anything, we're here. So.
Great. Thanks. Lynn, are you guys still placing people?
We are. We're still
right, yeah.
recruiting. We are still placing. We just placed several people actually this morning. So we are still, up and running, but obviously virtually, from home, working remotely. But all of our capabilities are there, and we can, get people in place where companies are having those needs.
Yeah, just an important point. If you've laid off or if you know people who are laying off, to get in touch with some of these folks, as well as we've been posting some stuff. We have a nonprofit that's hiring 300 people right now, so keep that in mind. David Lee.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for creating this. Am I still mute? Can you guys hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. My screen is telling me that I'm mute. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so David Lee with David Lee Consulting. So I just recently, over the summer, moved to Cherry Hill. My business is helping other small businesses as well as medium-sized businesses with social media, website building, and creating digital ads. So if you're trying to target to a specific customer on Facebook or on Google, I can help you guys design those. Also, again, open book here. If you guys have any questions in regards to how to create your own live broadcast or Zoom conference meeting, I can help you with that. I actually set up a couple for the other networking meetings that I've had in the past week due to the whole coronavirus thing. So there's that. And then also any questions about digital marketing. Since you guys are all part of the chambers, I want to extend my, free consulting to you guys. So feel free to contact me, email or phone, and I'll help you out. And that's
Awesome.
me.
Thank you. Let's go to Mike Perlow. Just so everybody knows, I opened this up last week to our friends at Jersey Man, who is a partner organization of ours. And so welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Christy. So I'm Mike Perlow. My company's Perlow Productions. We're a video production, animation, and augmented reality company based in Marlton, working from my home office in Cherry Hill right now. Was working in my office all last week, but just decided over the weekend it was time to bring it home and do things from here. And so typically our focus is a little different than we are now. We've tried to pivot a little bit, and obviously we can't really go shoot videos right now. We have gotten some requests, and at this point it's pretty challenging. I'm taking them on a case-by-case basis, but one of the things that we're excellent at, and I think we're trying to talk to our clients about now, is animated videos. I'm actually going to share a link that you can look at later that's to our portfolio of animated videos, but talking to businesses about fun, creative ways that they can communicate with their clients, with their customers and potential customers right now, because these are projects we can do right now remotely without any problem, and are fun in different ways for businesses to market and communicate themselves, whether it's on social media, as David mentioned, or anywhere else. Also offering to companies that maybe have content they've shot in the past that we can help re-edit to create new content for them. Also, because a lot of our focus is on branding and marketing as well, offering to anybody that is now recording their own little video presentation, a courtesy service from Perlow Productions, that basically anybody that sends us the video of that presentation will add some graphics, your logo, your name and title, things like that to it to give it a bit more of a polished look to it. So anybody that's interested in that, I hope you'll take us up on that. And it's something we're going to be doing as well. We're trying to create some more content to share with people as well. And even if, like Betty, if you don't want to show your face, if you want to do an audio recording and send that to us, we can do the same thing with an audio recording. So we'll call it the Betty special. So typically our focus is on creating higher level content for businesses to market, sell, promote themselves. And I will say that my big philosophy right now is, this is a moment in time, as somebody said to me, eventually we're going to be past this. And when we get past this, is your business going to be months and months and months behind, or are you going to be months ahead of a lot of people who just sat at home twiddling their thumbs? And so to me, this is just an amazing time to keep yourself in front of your customers and your audience out there. The social media audience is, as somebody said to me this morning, it's like the Super Bowl is playing every day. That's the size of audience we have out there on social media right now. And to just let it sit there and let it go is in my opinion, a wasted opportunity for businesses right now, even those that are somewhat closed down because they can't function day to day. But also this is a great time. We always talk about working on our business versus in our business. This is a great time to work on your business and sit back and think about things and how you can change strategy, add to your strategy when this is done, and even now, and how you communicate to people about what you're doing right now as a business. So trying to really, honestly, more than anything, help other businesses stay afloat, which of course it's a win-win. If we help other businesses, it hopefully helps us stay in business as well, and find different ways that we can do what we do right now. And thankfully, some of what we do can be done remotely. So we are not, we're still moving along day by day. And thankfully, we had a couple client projects that we are finishing up right now. So we're busy editing those as well.
Great. Thanks, Mike. I will be taking you up on that offer because I'm just posting raw files to the web for everybody because I don't have any capabilities. We don't have a marketing person right now. So she'll be, when we get back to the office, she'll be here. So great. Nick Moustakas Nelson.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe, which is the most important thing. Mike, you might want to go back home, buddy. I know you're working at the office there. One of our colleagues down at the bottom left. So I worked for 21 years at large firms. And about 3 years ago, me and my partner, who was my associate, Doug Nelson, who many of you may know, we started a firm called Moustakas Nelson, and we were kind of a little bit ahead of what's happening right here. Our firm was based on cloud-based and work from home. We added moms to our law firm because, you know, the billable hours were long at these firms. And we looked at it, and clients were complaining about, you know, you're billing us for every phone call. We looked at our model a little differently. We wanted to bring people on that could create their own schedules and, again, work from home and support the clients that they had and we had in a different way, where we could bill a little bit differently, monthly retainers, something, not just an hourly basis. So we were geared up for this, and all our attorneys are working from home, as a lot of them were anyway. One of the things that we're doing is we're shifting a little bit. We are a corporate firm, healthcare firm, and employment labor firm. However, the healthcare is where we've seen a lot of changes. Telemedicine, we're helping a lot of clients navigate through telemedicine right now. A lot of clients are laying off, like other people have said, so our employment labor attorneys are really busy navigating through that. Some are trying to retain, some are working to see if the government's going to come up with ideas to help small businesses. So we, like everybody here on this call, are on with our clients every day, trying to help them through and navigate through these difficult and different times. So as attorneys, we are here to help our clients. A lot are calling up to do estate planning right now because they're scared and they want to make sure their wills are in place. A lot of them are calling up to get their medical directives in order because some family members are in hospitals and they've actually asked us to go to the hospital to get their wills done. So we are here every day to help them through the different areas of needs that they have and to support our community. Actually, what disappointed me a little bit, I got a call from a CEO of a hospital the other day who could not get N95 masks and gowns. So my job shifted to get that for him in the hospital. Different times, and we're just trying to all figure it out. Christy, great idea doing this. We've been using Zoom on some meetings before all this thing hit because, again, a lot of our attorneys are working from home. This is just a great new way of all connecting. So this is great that I get to see people like John again that, you know, normally we'd see over lunch, or Michael. And so this is all wonderful stuff, everyone.
Great.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Nick. Brandon McGowan from Visionary Business Solutions.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Brandon. I work for Visionary Business Solutions. Our president and CEO is Sheila Harris-Adams. We are a business development consulting company. We work with organizations who either want to expand their footprint in the government sector or want to break in. So, you know, we help them identify and go after opportunities to try and win government contracts. We do customer engagement. You know, we look to see where, you know, where it is, what the goods or services they provide, and where in the government do they need to focus. We mainly work in DoD, but, you know, we're open to the whole government. So we find those targets. We reach out to the small business offices at the different bases and try and schedule meetings. We help them with their marketing and their pitch when they go into these meetings. But we also, you know, we can work with companies outside of the government. If you guys, any small business kind of needs a needs assessment, just kind of, you know, do a kind of a reorg of such. If you need SWOT analysis, anything kind of to just really help small businesses. That's our heart. Our president Sheila's her goal is to really empower small businesses. So anything we can do there, and we're looking to shift and kind of get into the training world, doing webinars for organizations who might not be able to afford us on a monthly basis, but still want to get the kind of the tools they need to be successful, in the government side.
Great, thanks, Brandon. Audrey Wiggins on the town food tours.
Hi, everyone. I know this is a very serious time for everyone, and there are things that we all need to do in order to stay safe, and we're doing the same things here. We will be here when this crisis is over, and I say that because really our business is all about fun, and I know we're going through a difficult time right now, but I do want to let you know that when this is all over, there's an opportunity out there to get together with friends and family again and to visit restaurants once again. So what we do, we're on the town food tours. That's who we are. And what we do is we host walking food tours to help people celebrate the South Jersey food scene and to help celebrate those people who are behind those businesses. And the reason I started the business was because I wanted to help people who are searching for new experiences experience those great restaurants, experience the tastiest food that we have in the South Jersey area. And again, to celebrate those people. We talk to guests and owners and chefs and bakers. Our tours last up for 3 hours, and the towns that we go to in South Jersey are Collingswood and Bordentown, Mount Holly, Hamilton, Atlantic City, and Haddonfield. But how we can support each other and the restaurants, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be listening to the executive order that the governor has put out there and that we're offering no tours at this time. For those who've made reservations, what we're doing, we're offering rebookings to future dates. We're giving gift cards and refunds. But we're also supporting our tour communities. And what we'll be doing is we're going to be sharing posts out there for businesses, restaurants who are offering takeout and pickup orders. And we're also going to be supporting the gift card purchases that they are hoping people will do to keep them in business. And I'm also requesting the same, that for those who are interested in our tours, that they order gift cards for future tours in advance, and that we do the same for the restaurants. And that's all that I have. I just hope everyone stays safe out there and that, we will get through this together.
Great, thanks, Audrey. Katie Wickamp from our partner, New Jersey Business and Industry. Hi, Katie.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you're all having a lovely rainy Monday and are faring better with allergies than I am right now. But we are NJBIA, the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. We are entering our 110th year in New Jersey. Our biggest thing is we are advocates for business in New Jersey. We have right now just over 15,000 member companies throughout the state, and we are a resource for your business. We just launched a couple of weeks ago before this a huge nonprofit educational arm. A lot of people may have seen we did a huge study on outmigration of New Jersey and the scary effects of it. So we have been posting a lot about that. We also have a team of 4 dedicated lobbyists who are out there. They're in Trenton now, meeting with the governor and his staff on things that is impacting. We have a huge coronavirus page on our website. I highly suggest you to look at it. They are updating it at the hour on everything that is going on. As Christy said, we like to partner with our local chambers and organizations. Nobody does networking like they do, so we like to partner with them. But if you need a business that's outside of your area, we have a lot of chambers that are involved with us all the way to the hills of northern New Jersey. So we can be a business resource for you, a networking resource for you, and just if you need some information, don't hesitate to reach out to us. So thank you, Christy, for letting us be involved, and good luck with everybody in this very, very trying time.
Great, thank you. And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk for a few minutes about the chamber. As far as I know, we are the only organization right now doing some of these webinars. I know a lot of people are doing a lot of other things out there, but we're going to try to keep you going with these virtual meetups, webinars, whether it's stuff that we've recorded or stuff that we are putting out there live for you to talk to people about. So I'm interested in knowing what your concerns are at this point in time with your business. If we can provide some of that stuff for you, we would love to do that. And we certainly look forward to seeing everybody when we get back in person and can actually shake each other's hands. So with that being said, I'm going to unmute everybody again. And, we can just go around if everybody just, I'll call, well, here's what we'll do. Just if you want to talk about your power partners, anybody want to talk about power partners or introductions? I think a lot of you did a good job in your discussion about that, but does anybody have anything else they'd like to add in terms of power partners or introductions?
Can you hear me, Christy?
Yeah.
Mike.
Yep. Hi, Mike.
Oh, okay. So obviously a natural power partner for accounting firms or law firms. And with the two attorneys that are on the call, would love to maybe speak offline and start a relationship. And that way, perhaps when we're through this, months and months from now, or hopefully not months and months, hopefully it's weeks and weeks, that we could get together and start a relationship. I don't think we have a relationship with either one of your law firms, so I would to love to touch base offline with both of you.
Great. There's actually three law firms.
Oh, other Mike too.
Yeah,
And,
Mike.
yes.
Yeah, well, Mike Rich. Yeah.
Well, Mike's right in our building, actually, our Cherry Hill.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mike's in your chair. But I'm gonna send out a contact list for everybody as well, because I know the list online just has your name and company, but we'll send out a contact list for you all as well, so you can connect after this. Anyone else? Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's and I think every business. I know we see ourselves as trusted advisors, and clients are calling us with, I'm getting calls from clients, what should they do with their investments? And I tell them I'm not their financial advisor. That is not my expertise, is wealth management. And they're asking me though, but I want your opinion since you are my trusted advisor. And they're also asking questions about their business as it may affect to banking and legal and insurance. So, and I'm sure, Nick, you said the same thing. You're getting those type of calls. So I think we should, see ourselves as those resources to our clients and customers, and come to the chamber. The chamber and our members have, just a tremendous amount of resources that we could share along with our prospective clients and customers.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would say that, to kind of build on Mike's point. So because we touch so many businesses, not only in this area, but around the world, for us, natural synergy for us is between accounting firms and law firms, because we often serve the same type of clients. We're getting, I can't even count the number of phone calls I've gotten since Saturday about things like, well, my current accountant, for example, does my compliance work, but I really haven't gotten much strategy and much planning, and I need that. Or I have questions around my business related to the law. Where do we go? What should we do? So I think it's really, really important for every business now to think about not only what you do, but most importantly, how you help. How do you help? And really be clear about that, because if you don't know it, it's going to be difficult for you to articulate that to others. So when it comes time to say, hey, you should talk to Nick, or you should talk to Mike, or you should talk to Mike Perlow or Betty. It's really important that people are clear on how you help, not what you do. Because as we come out of this, again, I think there's going to be tremendous opportunity for those companies that have been well positioned and really take the time to understand how they best help clients, who their ideal clients are. But as I said, we're getting a tremendous amount of questions around support, around the law, around legal, around marketing. So we want to make sure we're clear on those things. Critically important right now.
Great, thanks. Someone else was going to go when John went. Who else has something?
It's Betty.
Hi, Betty's iPhone.
Hi, my iPhone. You just don't know what redheads look terrible without makeup. I'm sorry. Anyway, here's the deal. Our power partners are Camden County Bar Association, Mercer County Bar Association, all the bar associations. We work with a lot of them. If I can help anyone with any information where they do need a legal person or they need something like that, I'm happy to make any referral I can. Manufacturing companies, if they're still practicing their business, we're helping them in many different ways. So all I can say is if I can help anybody in a consultative manner with any directive or any contact, I'm very happy to do that. We need to talk to each other. And Christy, thank you for doing this. I think it's an excellent idea and a way for us to learn a little bit more than we ever would at a luncheon, because we're actually hearing what everyone does in detail. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anything else for anybody?
Christy?
Yes.
This is a little off topic, but I was just curious to get a sense from people of kind of what everybody's mentality is about, their business and business now and moving forward. I hear different ends of the spectrum from people. I don't mean in terms of how good is business going to be, but what their mentality is about maintaining what they can and those that had to close their physical operations. Just curious to hear what people's thoughts are on that and what they're seeing from other people.
Mike, when you say mentality, what do you mean? Can you mentality? What do you think?
I mean, just how you are looking at and approaching things now. I've had some people tell me that they feel uncomfortable even pitching what they do to people, as a professional service. So I'm just curious how everybody feels about, what they do, whether it's thriving or can't operate at all right now, or somewhere in the middle, which I guess is probably most of us. If your attitude is we're kind of continuing on as we can, or are we just kind of hunkering down for a while?
So Mike, I'll go, because we've been trying to put some stuff out to our members to really say, be a resource, right? I mean, I've gotten probably in the last 3 days, end of last week, tons of sell me something. And, we're trying to communicate to our members, maybe stop selling for a few moments and start being a resource. Like you said, start offering some services, be the resource. And I think John's rolling his eyes. I can see you roll your eyes, John, because John says this all the time to us in his class. And John and I had this long conversation on Friday in the office, of course, same thing, about being a resource and how people don't understand the importance of being a resource. I was talking today with the woman who's going to do our webinar tomorrow, and she's like, is it okay for me to offer free 20-minute, consultations for people on the call tomorrow? I'm like, of course. David Lee just offered that. I think, as in the infamous words of John Vanderslice, people who keep going are going to come out of this in a good, in a good way. The question, I think, is how do we keep going? And it's, I think, as consultants, as service providers, as friends, as connectors, and not, trying to sell, really sell anything at this point in time, other than what do you need and can we be here and help you? So Mike, you raised your hand. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Mike Wichikowski, you had raised his hand.
Go ahead.
But go ahead.
That's okay.
Go
Chrissy actually stole my thunder, because I was going to say a lot of what you just said. What we're trying to do, and I know a lot of you are doing it because I get your emails. Mike Pucciarelli, I received your email from Nextdoor, which was very helpful, and I forwarded to some clients. But the important thing is to let people know that you have resources, where those resources are. Email clients, email people at the chamber if we're permitted. I don't know what that rule is, Christy, but make yourself available for free stuff. When I said earlier, give me a call, a lot of the stuff I talk to clients about is just directional. I will direct them to an executive order or statute or something like that, at least to get them started. And if they require additional assistance, that's more in terms of legal advice than just general guidance and instruction, then we can provide that. But you're right, Christy. It's time that all of us try to help each other and point us into areas where we may not have expertise, so we can quickly adapt to what's going on out there in the business world.
Great. Mike Pucciarelli?
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess I'm lucky enough to be old enough, or maybe not lucky enough. I've been around. I started my practice in the late 80s and the recession of the early 90s. I found that in that time when clients needed me, I gave them the time, and that came back, right? I wasn't worried about billing them. I was only worried about helping them. And they saw that, and I have clients today that were my clients then that would never think about, and they told me this, I would never think about leaving you or your firm because of over the years, you've always been there for us. So I think by, and we're all in the service business, right? We're all small businesses, so we provide, that's what we are. Even if you sell a product, you're still a service business. I think if we're a resource, not only to our clients and customers, but to the public, to the general business community, that will come back to us. That people see that you're there as a resource. You're not looking to bill them or sell them. You're looking to help. And at the end of the day, if you help people, profits come. And that's what, is our philosophy. We are here to help people, and we know if we do that, not only our clients, but other businesses, that at some point new clients come and you make money, and that's great. But the attitude has to be that we have to help each other, especially as professionals, and whatever our expertise is, and we'll see the benefit of that down the road when everything comes back.
Great. John Vanderslice, do you want to add your words of wisdom?
Yeah, I agree. I think on Mike's point, it's probably the worst thing you can do right now is hunker down and just kind of squat. I mean, I've been through this probably, I guess, about as many times as Mike and Pucciarelli. And he's right. I mean, right now is not the time to be, quote unquote, trying to sell anybody anything. Now, that said, that doesn't mean there aren't clients or people out there that need our help. So we shouldn't shy away from that. But, you have to take the time and figure out within your business kind of how to sharpen the saw right now. Look at your internal processes. It's a great opportunity to update internal processes. If you don't have a playbook for how you gain new clients, start working on one, because you're going to need it. The worst thing, again, in the old movies where, the twister was coming and the people ran to the basement and pulled the Bilko doors shut and waited for everything to be over, don't fare very well in situations like this. You have to you can't have a fear or scarcity mentality. You have to have an abundance mentality and the belief that this will pass, and go to work on those things that are within your control. Stop watching the bad news. I see posts on Facebook that drive me nuts. Oh, we're outpacing Italy. Who cares? Control what you can control in your own business. Focus on those things. Anything else is just really noise at this point. Think about how you can support your employees, encourage them, how you can help. A pretty simple message, but I would say one of the worst things, if not the worst thing you can do, is just shut down and totally just go into crunch mode until this is over. Figure out what you can do to support your clients, reach out and think about working on your business now. It's a rare opportunity to declutter and move things forward that you probably don't have time to do when you're busy, because you don't want to be caught flat-footed when this turns and your competitor blow by you. I've been through circumstances. In 2008, I was director of sales for a €28 billion company that we spent a lot of time and effort on working on internal processes, decluttering things. We came out of the downturn like a rocket, and we blew by other major international chemical companies and gained tremendous market share. So to everybody's point and Mike's point, be a servant right now. Do things to support your clients and prospects. It will come back, but don't squat.
And I think that's a good lesson all the time, right? We should always be trying to help each other, and the business will come, from that. All right, Mike, we'll see you. Take care. Adriana, do you want to say anything? I know you're over there kind of being quiet. Anything you want to add to the conversation, or thank you for taking notes for us?
Sure, no problem. I don't really have much to add. I think John and everyone kind of just nailed it, and in saying that we should always be ready to help. And I never really think of what we do personally as sales. I always kind of think of it as helping businesses connect and grow, and that's kind of the same as always. That really hasn't changed for us at all. So I just think, any way that we can help or be of help, we're still here for you.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the future business development representative from the chamber. As soon as we get back to normal, Adriana will get to start her new role with us. So thanks so much. Right now, she's just being my remote right and left hands as we keep things going. I want to wrap this up because I know some of you have 1 o'clock meetings and other things. Does anybody else have anything you'd like to add to the conversation before we wrap up? No? If not, we'll do this again next month. Someone have something? Sorry. Betty? Anybody? Oh, it sounds like someone's trying to talk. All right, so we will, we're going to do this again next Monday for everyone. So hopefully we'll get some new participants to join us as well. And don't forget the Chamber's offering that Meet the Members. I'm going to do it once, maybe twice a week, depending on how much response I get. Send me your 350-word description, your logo, and who to contact at your company. I'm going to send out, maybe 5 at a time in one sort of quick little overview for people to get to know some of our members in a different way while we're not really able to be together. So, and don't forget, we got a webinar tomorrow on online marketing and your online game. It should be pretty good with Stella Fox Baker. So we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.